Hi Bookworms, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well. Today I have a double unboxing to share with you. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video and see what goodies I've got. So, like I said, I have two unboxings to share with you today. So I have my Fairy Loot December one, and then my Bookbox Club is January's one. So I'm going to do this one last. So let me put you back there. And let's start with my December Fairy Loot. There is a reason why I've only just got this. I had awful payment issues and it didn't go through, and I didn't know it didn't go through until I got an email on the 20th of December saying your subscription's on hold, and I was like, why? And for some strange reason my payments kept bouncing. I don't know why, because I had money in there when it came out, but whatever. I think my bank had a few technical problems because I had the same problem with some other things. But anyway, I finally sorted that out on payday, but I was sort of panicking thinking, am I actually going to get this box? Because I wasn't sure. So I emailed them and they said, yes, you'll just probably more likely get it with your January box, which I was like, that's fine, I can do a double Fairy Loot unboxing. But I actually received this last week, but because of COVID, I was not anywhere in the sense of opening it up and doing a video. So I was like, oh, I'll do it when I feel better. And then my Bookbox Club came and I was like, do you know what, I'll leave it and I'll do a double unboxing. So that's what we are. So this one's about death. Is it Death Do Us Apart or something? I can't remember. I know it's about death themed. When a lot of people received this in December, I did see their unboxings. My friend Lucy, she obviously shared it on her Instagram and I saw it. So I can remember bits, but I can't remember all of it now because it's been quite a while and stuff's happened. But let's just get straight into the video. I know this is a 2-book one, which I can just see, but that's what it looks like. I've got these horrible crinkly stuff, but my guinea pigs actually love this, so I will. Right, we'll just leave it. So first up, oh, I remember this now. First up are these collectible bookmarks, and it's Hades and Persephone, and they are the two god and goddesses that I adore. So this is the amazing Hades and the amazing Persephone. They are gorgeous, and it says collectible number 1 and collectible number 2 at the backs. I love these. These are definitely going to be used in my Hades and Persephone retelling books. Next, I've got the tarot cards. So it's 9 of Pentacles and 10 of Pentacles. These two look really familiar. I'm trying to think who they are. I'm not 100% sure whether it's Serpent and Dove or whether it's do you know what? I don't know. Hopefully the spoiler card will tell me, but there's that beautiful one and that one beautiful one. So it's 10 and 9 of Pentacles. Right, we've got, I remember what this one is. This is probably the one thing I'm extremely excited for about this box, is a letter opener. So it's this beautiful sword, and it's a letter opener, and a lot of people were like, we're not going to use it as a letter opener, they will just use it as displays. I'm going to use it for both, because I can tell you now, guys, me opening letters is absolutely hilarious. I cannot open a letter. It's a mess. So this will actually be really helpful, but it also be really good to display on my bookshelves. So we love that. Then we have Nazir's tattoo, signed by Isabel, which is, I do not know what book this is from. I don't own it and I haven't read it. But it's like an iron-on patch. I like them. I have quite a few iron-on patches that I want to put on my denim jacket, so this can add it on there. I can't remember what book this is from. Oh, We Hunt the Flame. Oh, I actually own that book. Okay, I was thinking of a different book. I own that book. I haven't read it, but yeah, I actually have it. It's up there. Then we have a law keychain. Still not read that book either. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's really cute. So it's like a little feather, and on one side it's just a feather, on the other side it's got a quote on there. It says, "Bind your fate to mine." Oh, what a quote! I love that. I might have to start reading the book. And then we've got a book sleeve. Oh, right. Now I know what that is. These Violent Delights book sleeve. I love these book sleeves. They've got like the zip, but they are so padded, and they're, can I do it? I can't undo it. But they're big enough to fit hardbacks in, but also big enough to fit like probably 2 paperbacks or more, depending on how thick they are. But I have started reading these Violent Delights, and I'm still on the fence of whether I enjoy it or not. I need to pick it back up because I have put it on to the side. Now we're on to the books, I think. I can't at the moment see a spoiler card. Hopefully it's at the bottom of here, but if not, I'm probably not going to be able to tell you what the tarot cards were. But the first book is The Coldest Touch by Isabel Sterling. Now that is a vibrant cover. Now, remembering some of the videos, I can see people's points now. This isn't what I would class as a fantasy book. It's also, the cover's alright, but it's not my kind of jam, if I'm going to be totally honest. But it says on here, death drew them together, life could tear them apart. So let's read what it's about. Elise is cursed. Every time she touches someone, she experiences how they will die. And when she predicts but is unable to prevent her brother's death, Elise is desperate to escape her terrible gift. Then she meets Claire, a vampire tasked with helping Elise master her rare powers and recruiting her to the Veil, a secret organisation determined to protect the paranormal world at all costs. At first, Elise is reluctant to work with a vampire, but when she predicts a teacher's imminent murder, she's determined to stop the violent death. As Elise and Claire grow closer, Elise begins to wonder, can she really trust someone tasked with securing her loyalty? Someone who could so easily kill her? Someone who might hold the key to unravelling her brother's mysterious death? Oh, from the author of These Witches Don't Burn comes a paranormal romance for fans of Rochelle Mead and Stephanie Meyer. Well, I love the Vampire Academy books, so I probably would enjoy this. It's obviously got a sapphic relationship in here too, which we love. I'm just not a fan of the cover, if I'm going to be totally honest. Like, I could do with it being more drab, just because of what it's about. But yeah, this sounds actually quite interesting. I've never read These Witches Don't Burn. I'm not 100% sure whether I would read it either. As much as I like witches, that book doesn't seem to appeal for me. But we love a paranormal romance. I'm actually here for paranormal romances. I read a couple and I love them. And then we're on to the actual Fairy Loot edition book. Yeah, I don't think there's a spoiler card in here, unless it's in here, but I can't find it. Oh my god, this stuff is everywhere. I hoovered as well. Ugh. Anyway, ooh, I can see black sprayed edges. Let me just check. Is there a spoiler card here? No. We've got the author's letter and the character art. He's handsome. And we've got Thanks with Death. That's what the theme was. Is this what? This isn't a spoiler card. Does it look like a spoiler card? No, this isn't the spoiler card. Okay, so I don't have the spoiler card. But before we get into the book, I can tell you that January's box is Monsters Within. We are excited to reveal the January theme for our monthly box is Monsters Within. Monsters are real and they live inside us, but whether you keep that monster locked within or whether you unleash it is entirely up to you. This box is all about characters that have a dark side hidden beneath the surface and what happens when they let it loose. You can expect items inspired by The Last Hours, Lee's Hollow Vows, Scythe, This Savage Song, and our featured book of the month. This book will feature our next collectible trinket dish, as well as so many other beautiful goodies. Our featured book of the month is a YA contemporary fantasy set in London, filled with monsters with hidden powers, monster families with cruel legacies, magical underworlds, and swoon-worthy romance. It will have an exclusive colour, 2 colour stencil spray edges, and artwork on the end papers, and foil embossing on the hardcover. Right, I think I know possibly what this book is. And I now can't remember what it is called. Is it Our Monsters Within? I will put an image here of what I'm on about. I have a feeling it could be that, because when I read the synopsis, it really sounded very include to what this was when I had a look at Fairy Loot's thing. I know what February's Fairy Loot is. I know that. I think everyone knows that. It's really obvious. Whether I'm right about this one, I'm not sure, because the actual release date isn't until February, but we all have been told, well, someone told me actually, that apparently Fairy Loot's not shipping their boxes until the end of January, purely because of this book. So whether it I don't know. I could be completely wrong. I know I'm right about February. I wasn't meant to actually open the book then. There's the bookmark, like the character bookmark, which is absolutely morbid and scary. And the book itself is Year of the Reaper, The Past Never Forgets. That's by Micaiah Lucia. Okay, so I can see what people have said about this book. A lot of people said it's not overly fantastic, it's like that, we've got black sprayed edges. It could be a book that you just got from WH Smith's, Waterstones. We've got a signed bookplate. Right, I'm going to read what it's about, and then I'm going to actually look up to see what the cover looks like normally and compare and see whether there is a drastic change or not, because I have a feeling when I saw people's unboxings, now I remember it, I think they said there was not much difference, which is why they were slightly disappointed. But to be honest, if it's to do with death, it's about a reaper by the sounds of it because of the title. You're not expecting it to be like very full of colour, are you? And let's see what it's about. 3 years ago, Lord Cassier disappeared in the midst of war on a mission entrusted to him by the king. Since then, a devastating plague has swept the land, leaving countless dead and the kingdom forever altered. Having survived a rotting prison cell and a merciless illness, Kaz, now 18, wants only to return to his home in the mountains and forget past horrors. But home is not what he remembers. His castle has become a refuge for the royal court, and they have brought their enemies with them. When an assassin targets those closest to the queen, Kaz is drawn into a search for a killer, one that leads him to form an unexpected bond with a brilliant young historian named Lena. Kaz and Lena soon realise that who is behind attacks is far less important than why. They must look to the past, following the trail of a terrible secret, one that could threaten the kingdom's newfound peace and plunge it back into war. Well, I'm curious because the actual artwork on this bookmark. He looks like he's dead. I'm not sure what he is, but it sounds really cool. It does sound like a really cool book. I'm curious about Reapers because, like, it sounds like it's a Reaper book, but the two main characters sound like they're normal, but I could be wrong. Let me just quickly grab my tablet. Let me have a look and see whether it's a different cover or not. There with Year of the Reaper. Year of the Reaper. Alright, so it's a different colour cover. It's red in the normal covers. This is black, so that is literally the only difference, really. So I will put the comparing bit here. So that's what it looks like, and that's what the normal version is. But yeah, that's the Fairy Loot one, and now we need to go into my Bookbox Club one. So now we're on to my Bookbox Club subscription. This is January's box. Cannot remember for the life of me what theme this is, so let's just go with it. I've completely... Thank you. I don't think you're going to be able to see anything inside it because we have more of this awful shredded paper, which I think this is the stuff that my guineas like, not crinkled one. I lied, this is the stuff. Okay, this is Secrets and Lies. That's what it is. So that is my spoiler card. So let me leave that actually there so I can go to it. So we've got the clubhouse invitation and the artwork. I never do these, if I'm going to be totally honest. That's just me. Right, let's get into the box. First off, we've got Secret Agent pen set. Write a secret message. Includes ×2 secret message UV light pens with UV lights. Oh my god, my daughter is gonna love this. When we did Elf on the Shelf, we had a special pen and then we had a special light to do things, and she was obsessed, and she asked Eddie the elf if she could keep it, so he let her have it. But we've actually got these. I might give her one pen. I might give her one pen and then we can write secret messages to each other. But that is awesome. Like, she would want to claim that herself. Next we have the Mystery Machine soap. Fresh, fruity, vegan friendly and cruelty free. Oh, that smells lovely. It's not even opened yet. That's what it looks like. That smells absolutely lovely. I kind of feel like, is this Scooby-Doo inspired? Yeah, it is Scooby-Doo inspired. That was brilliant. My dad would probably love that, but he's not having it. We also have this coaster. Oh, Book Lover Lies. This is what it looks like. This is really cool. And it says, I don't need to buy every book in the series. Just one more page. Just one more chapter. My TBR pile is totally under control. You can leave me alone in the bookshop. Oh my god, this is absolutely me to a T. I love this. I absolutely love that. That is completely true. Ooh, I have a mug. Oh my god, I love mugs. I think I've become a collector in mugs. Fan of fiction. Guys, this is amazing. I absolutely adore this. This is brilliant. Oh my god, I love that. That is an amazing mug. I think I might have to make myself a coffee in that mug. Is that it? Let me just check. Oh, there's 2 books in here. I didn't know there was 2 books in here. There's 2 books in here. Right, we've got a bookmark, and it's a double-sided as well. It says Lico without disruption and without disruption on that side. Is this the book then? So there's a first book here. I honestly didn't think we were getting 2. And this is called The Revelry by Catherine Webber. 2 best friends, one night, a curse that will change everything. It's actually not a... How many pages is this? 262 pages, so it's a short book. It says, one night can change your life. Growing up in Ember Grove, Bitsy Clark knows better than to break the rules around the Revelry, the mysterious end-of-year party in the woods. So when her best friend Amy, that's me, persuades her to sneak in, Bitsy's full of misgivings. Misgivings that she should have listened to, because it's after the Revelry that Bitsy's luck turns and her life starts to unravel. For Amy, it's the opposite, as if she's been blessed with good fortune. Soon Bitsy's convinced that the Revelry has tied the 2 friends together in a curse that only she can break. Okay, firstly, this is an amazing cover. I love this cover. Secondly, this sounds really, really cool. You've got the book plate. I actually like the sound of this. This sounds really good. I don't think I've ever heard of the author before. And then we have another book here, which is intriguing because I don't think this is a usual book that Bookbox Club would put in just by the cover. But it says The Secrets Act by Alison Revelry, and it says Codebreaker Friend Spy with a question mark. I'm intrigued. It's by Chicken House, so I think this is YA. Let's find out what it's about. Wartime. Pearl and Ellen work at top secret code-breaking HQ, Bletchley Park. Pearl is the youngest, a messenger at 16. She's untidy, lively, bright, and half in love with the wrong boy, Richard. Her circle of friends overlap with his, the dashing young men on their motorcycles who courier the secrets that Bletchley deciphers. Ellen is a codebreaker, reserved, analytical, and beautiful. She never expected to get close to a girl like Pearl, all fall for a chap like Dennis. But when tragedy strikes, their logical world is upended, with both friends caught in a spy plot that rocks the very heart of the war effort. Who can they turn to now? Who can they trust? And above all, can they unmask the traitor in their midst before it's too late? Ooh. Okay, this is, I wouldn't say a usual book Bookbox Club would put in, but it's very interesting. Like, it's certainly got historical fiction. I'm intrigued. Like, this is not my usual book, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm really intrigued about that. This is a good box. I actually like this box. So the fan of fiction mug, which I think is one of my favourite items, is the artwork is by that's completely wrong, Zoe Lacour. It says, forget pulp fiction and Tarantino. Here at Bookbox Club, we're all about brilliant fiction and cappuccinos. Swig your favourite beverage from this stylish mug, inspired by the master of silver screen tales of deception. So Zoe's website is zoelacour.wixsite.com/portfolio. The Book Lover Lies coaster is by Bookbox Club themselves. I think this is my second favourite. I absolutely love that. Then The Secret Agent Pens is by Rex London, which is rexlondon.com. And the Mystery Machine soap is by Little Heart Gifts, and it is inspired by Scooby-Doo. And their website is littleheartsgifts.co.uk. And then Without Disruption bookmark is, it says, check out this intriguing new dystopian novel from the author Carrie French. Okay, I must admit, I'm actually intrigued about that as well. And I don't know whose artwork this is by. Does it say? Ugh, I don't know. It doesn't say on there. But yeah, I actually really like this box. I think this might be my favourite box by them. I wasn't expecting 2 books. So yeah, absolutely. I'm sorry. I love these 2. These are just my kind of jam. They are amazing. The soap smells gorgeous, and the Revelry really is a beautiful book, and I'm definitely intrigued by that book as well as the other one. But yeah, that's my double unboxing. Some good books. I have 4 books, 4 books, and lots of awesome goodies. So yeah, I was very, very lucky in this one. But yeah, thank you for watching. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.